Hey friends, welcome back to another video of me talking about Survivor and whatever the hell I want to. Let's just get to the blue elephant in the room and talk about the catastrophe that is the abomination of the hair you're looking at right now. Uh, I dyed my daughter's hair pink, and when I was doing it, I didn't have enough bleach, and so I had to buy more bleach. And I was like, well, since I have to buy more bleach, and well, we got really good hair dye and hair bleach from Sally's, and then I just was like, screw it, I'll just go to the pharmacy, I'll get cheap bleach, whatever. And so I got that like splat, the I have it here. I still have the box, so I got this, I got that. Right? Not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by anything. I have hardly any subscribers. We all know this. Yeah. So I got this, and I was like, why not? Because like I still have this is the good flash, the stuff we had, right? And then she got some purple dye or pink. It's her pink now. Yeah. So we didn't have enough because like I watch Brad Mondo, and I know you got to use a lot of bleach, and we should have used about two of those, and well, we need more bleach, blah, blah, blah. I got that, and I'm like, well, since I have this leftover bleach and that color, this it looks way worse than what it used to. This is about 5 washes or 6 washes after, like, I think I'm gonna go blonde. Maybe. I was blonde a long time ago. But yeah, if my kiddo says it's okay that I insert a picture of her hair, I will. Because it's not a picture of her face; it's just her hair. So if kiddo says that it's okay, I'll definitely put that in here. If not, then if you just see me talking. But yeah, well, I was blonde a long time ago. Uh, but it ruins your hair, right? You get that it kind of feels like hay. So well, I'm just gonna. I feel like my microphone just doesn't pick up enough, or it's better when I have it up raised. So I'm just raising it up, just for my purposes or whatever. Um. Okay. We talked about my hair. Yeah, and we're definitely gonna talk about Survivor or like the last 3 episodes for a few minutes because I I hadn't been up. I didn't upload last couple of weeks, like, cause the first time I was like, it's okay. Keyshawn got eliminated. It was no big deal. It wasn't even really that big of a power play or blah blah blah. The second girl, Annika, I was like, well, yeah, that kind of sucks because she was like, she was like, really, guys, seriously? And she was shocked. And yeah, I felt kind of bad for that person. And yeah, and then this one was what's his face, right? I think so, because like the merge happened. And yeah, yeah, because they're doing the merge and whatever. So that's kind of that. I actually am glad that who got voted out. It's kind of annoying. I still think that. Oh, I should also apologize for that. I'll show you what's going on. Yeah, that's super annoying. It's a nice, clean kitchen. I came home from work the other day and it's like clean. Kiddo even like scrubbed down the counter. So nice. Um, yeah. So like, I think I should have taken notes, but I was like, it was 12 o'clock at night when we were watching Survivor. I was so tired. I've been so emotional these past like 4 days, almost a week since Saturday. There had been a horrible accident at the Walmart here, and a poor 19-year-old girl lost her life. And I have been crying about it because, like, she was 2 years older than my daughter. She worked in the bakery. My daughter worked in kitchens. Like, and then we got more details last night, and I'm not gonna say anything else of what happened to her and the details, but like it it's worse than anyone could have ever thought. And I can't stop thinking about this poor woman, this poor young lady whose life was just beginning, you know? And yeah, so I I'm really just upset about things, and I can't. I had my mind is very frazzled lately because all I have been doing is crying for this poor girl. Just just crying for her. And like I like I don't know if it's because I'm emotionally stunted or what, but like this I or but I definitely autism. Autism runs so strong in my veins. And I have to practice when, like, say, a friend of mine or somebody I met or an acquaintance or anyone, like, who, if anyone tells me, like, something bad happened to them or a family member passed away, I have practiced and already preset things to say, like, oh, I'm sorry, like, because I don't know how to, I never knew how to react because I social cues. Not that I didn't feel bad, but I didn't know how to connect my emotion to the words, and so I learned over time what to say and things, and so I, like, eventually my emotions, I guess, match my sayings, or you know, I probably sound like an absolute sociopath. But like I have feelings for people. I swear to fuck I do. Like I have feelings. Like I'm crying for this poor girl. I don't even know. Like, but like just but to put it in perspective of how like emotional detached I am from whatever. Buddy who I lived above of for 5 years just died. I feel nothing. Like I don't feel sad at all. Like I'm like, oh, that sucks. But I'm not. I don't feel as bad for his death as I do for hers. And maybe because this guy was a piece of shit to us and like complained that I say I love you to my daughter. But like, because he generally was a piece of shit. Would like blare his music, like his sub, so it would shake my whole apartment, especially during Shane's exams, just because he didn't like that I said I love you to my daughter. But like, so I'm like whatever, one less asshole in the world. I'm sure that sucks for the people who love him, but I don't care. But this woman who I'd never met, I can't stop crying about her. Like I was waiting for the bus to come home this morning for my boyfriend's, and I'm like bawling because the terminal is right beside that Walmart. So we're gonna go and get some flowers and stuff and take it to they're doing they had like a little memorial right in front of the doors. Ugh. Okay, there's definitely a awkward skip jump there because I cried for her, and because I yeah. Yeah. So I can very like jumbled because of it, you know. So let's stop talking about that poor freaking girl. Let's talk about positive things. Like we can talk about Survivor, which I'm gonna talk to you here about in a minute, and I also want to talk about the job that I have. I got a new job. It's not a new job, or it's not another one. It's I still have my existing job, and I'm still a chef, and I still work at a very high class, fancy. I just found out we're like 56th or 53rd of top 53rd in Canada for restaurants. Am I the restaurant I work at? So hey, check me out. I'm all like fancy and shit. Just trying to like be happy. Uh, yeah. I also got a brownie today. I took a bite just as I was like, it's like cute. It's got like eyes on it and stuff. Like it's all Halloweeny. I was gonna get a muffin, but I'm not a big fan of pumpkins. Like I like it, but I only like it in some things. And I just did not want pumpkin muffin. I just no, no, especially because like they use too much nutmeg, and nutmeg is okay. Like smallest amount of nutmeg, like hardly any, just a pinch, just a pinch, no more. Except if you're my chef, because my chef loves nutmeg and he'll like ground the nutmeg in the things and he's singing how much he loves nutmeg. And I'm like, okay, okay. All right, Larry, you do you, boo. You do you. Okay. Um yeah, okay, but this is it's through a like a company where I go into junior high. I go into a junior high where I'm like I'm for and through the whole year, which I think something might have happened where they didn't find one in time or what. Like I should have started in September, but they just hired me. Um, so it will be from uh once a week. I go to a junior high class and for 2 hours, and they we do it's it will be teaching kids for like food insecurity about like to help to get past food insecurity and some places we go into schools that have like more poor kids and so we can like feed them and help them and teach them how to like cook basically from nothing, just things like that. And there's also like competitions, and they can like there's a competition through the Saputo cheese company in which they and whoever like the top kids get to go to Montreal and compete and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, I am all over that. I can't wait to go to work and tell Larry. I'm like so excited. And then like there's so the once a week, and I'll teach them like the brigade system, which anyone who doesn't know what the brigade system is, it's like you look at it like a triangle, right? And the top is the chef, and then you got your sous chefs, and you have your like your chef de parties. You have your like your saucier, your entremette, your uh velouté, the fish guy. I'm saying that wrong. That's the fish one. So you got your entremet, which is vegetables. You got your sauces, which is saucier, which is sauce. And then you got your fish, which is all your fishies. And then you got your proteins, which is your red meat. Yeah, I love those red meats. That's what I'm usually fish or protein. That's where I'm at usually. Then you got like your all your cold, your grand manger, all that. So like cold, sad, cold cuisine, all of that stuff. So it's basically like teaching them that. So which is really cool. And then like whatever is like leftover and meals and things like that, we take it and we donate to the local food bank. Okay, which is awesome because like during the pandemic, I used to, even before the pandemic, I used to make I made a vlog about going to the food bank on this video on this channel because like I am not ashamed of the things that I had to do and the help that I need to make ask for because I'm a mother and I need to feed my kid. Like I have a responsibility, a dependent. Well, I actually have three dependents. Two are cats. I wonder if I can claim them. I don't know. I'm gonna actually have to go and like do actual taxes this year and not just simple math taxes, which sucks so much. Okay. Survivor. Well, yeah, because we talked about other things that I lost my train of thought at, which is like I really am having problems with life. It's really bad. Okay. So I I liked yesterday's episode. It was okay, like it was cool that they got to go to the merge, which was kind of made sense when all of them they had all equal numbers or whatever, so they all went to the merge. They did a challenge to see who was going to the merge and who wasn't and whatever. But I can't remember if like now are they all is it one more that's not gonna make the jury or is are they all making the jury? I can't remember. It was kinda cool how they did they said that they did like a schoolyard pick but then they didn't show the schoolyard pick and I'm like, wow, why would you not show the schoolyard pick? Like, that's whatever. And then they did the challenge and that dude won. I can't remember his name. The guy with the blonde hair. He won up against Sue, which she looks like an old boss I had. Like she really does. I know I've said that a few times, but she really, really does. I don't think anyone believes she's 45 or whatever. Like, that's just tell them you're 60, bitch. Just fucking do it. Like, just tell them you're 60. They would be more impressed that you're winning as a 60-year-old instead of you look that old at 45. You must be a smoker. Like, you know, like, is she delusional? Does she really think people believe that she was 45? She can't be that delusional. She knows what she looks like. She has mirrors, right? But when you look about how she dresses and her tank tops and her belly butt appears, it's like maybe she doesn't know how old she is. 8 of them got to go on the journey or the prize, and then 8 of them got nothing, which was normal, you know. And the fucking like they seriously, like even if you see buoys all the time in the show, why aren't you going up to the buoys and like looking at them? Because then they can stop and they're all looking for things, and then they're like, "Oh, well, that's a buoy, but it's just like a regular buoy. It's nothing." Bitch, go look. Jeff told you there's something somewhere on this island. Go look. Ugh. My body hurts because like Jeremy has a rolly thingy for your abs, and I'm like, I'm gonna use this rolly thingy, and I used it and I did like 10 reps, and like, oh my god, my whole body, I'm like at my arms and my legs and my back, And I was like, I was waiting for him to get off work yesterday, and I was like walking around, and I was like, I can't even walk. I'm so sore. And then he thought it was because I ate junk food all day, which I did eat junk food, and that is a very valid, because he harps on me all the time for that. I really am so unhealthy. I don't even know why he loves me. And I'm like, but I was like, no, it's because I was working out. Well, I didn't eat junk food all day. I did. I had a bagel, and then I had a chicken, and then I had a milkshake. Play Monopoly, okay? Okay. We have like we just need one tab on each of the colors, okay? And then we get entered into the draw. All right, right? Play Monopoly. You don't even like McDonald's. and and what else I have? Oh, we made me chicken. Like later on, made me chicken with gravy and green beans, and I ate all my green beans because I love green beans. But he should have put garlic on them, garlic and butter. They would have been so much better if he would have put garlic and butter on them, but he didn't. It's nice. He cooks for me now, but like when it comes to the time when we're married and you know I we plan to have kids. When I'm pregnant, definitely gonna make sure that he comes home to a nice home cooked meal and a clean house and things like that. And people are probably thinking, "Bitch, why are you in the 1950s?" But it's something that my love language is that, like cooking and doing for. That's my love language. So like that's what I want to do for. And I get like when I'm there, if I sometimes I sleep in, especially with these motherfuckers. I'll sleep in at his house. Like I like to clean up, and so he comes home to a nice clean kitchen, or he'll come home to his bed made. Like I like to do that because that's my love language, you know. So it's not a patriarchy bullshit. It's not a whatever. It's I generally can't wait until we're married and I can just be at home and taking care of the kids and cooking him a nice hot meal and come home and we can like watch a movie together and have supper and we go for walks with the kids and like like I worked my ass off for 17 years. I finally found the love of my life. I want to be a mom again. I have a kid, but I want to be a mom again. I want to do that again. I want to do it differently. Well, we should talk about the person who got voted out, which I'm really glad that he got voted out. I feel like he was just kind of a pot stirrer and like the whole like when he was following Fall around all day and not letting him have 2 seconds to himself. Like I didn't like that. If I was Fall, I would push him. And like yeah, Survivor, get the fuck away from me. Yeah, you want to follow me around? I'm gonna throw things at you. I'm gonna throw things at you until you are far enough away from me where I can fart and not have you smell it. And if you can't do that, then I'm gonna take these coconuts and I'm gonna bip them at your head. And if I get disqualified, then maybe you shouldn't be bothering me. Leave me alone. But I'm really glad that he got voted out. I'm glad. I am so glad. Like, why would you? You think you're smart? You're gonna go to a bunch of different people and then talk shit about them and think that you did okay and that they're not gonna fact check. Well, the only thing is I hope that when he watched this over and he saw how much of a piece of shit he was being, he realized he was being a piece of shit and then stopped. Well, or apologized or something. You know? I think I'm going to go. I think I've been talking for a half hour. I still have to braid this hair and figure out what I'm gonna eat. Ugh. Like, I took a bite of that brownie, but I wasn't feeling it. I should have got the croissant. The croissant was like mapley something, and that probably would have been good. Whatever. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys later. Follow me, subscribe. I don't know, words, things. Bye.